Hey there, are you in there? Good, I thought I was alone there for a second. It's Thursday, people. Are we thriving yet? Don't wait, soon we will be. If you haven't met me before, my name is Lexi Tommy, and this is my Thrival Guide. Every Thursday, I sit down and I talk to you about how to get your life together. Someone once referenced my advice as how to adult 101. Like it's like that. It's like a fun little channel on adulting. You can handle that, right? We cover topics and themes that bring structure and ease to anyone's life. I hope it props up somebody that might need it today. That sounds good to you, right? Baby, it's good. It's real good. So let's get at it. Last week we talked about how to take the pressure off. I will link that video below, but there's also a whole series around how this channel really started that will catch you up and get you step by step to where we are today. Today is March 4th, and we are discussing weekly prep, how to do a weekly prep to get a successful week going. We'll talk about general, simple planning steps that will streamline your whole week and make you feel productive and successful. But first, comment below on what you do in your home that makes your week go well. Is it something that you clean? Is it a schedule you have? Is it a prep you do? Comment below. It's idea sharing, and we all need that. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. It's got a little red box with subscribe written in it. Did you see it? Good. So on to the information. You know, my week really hangs its hat on a very simple concept, the weekly prep. We will go through bulk mealing in a big way later, but in the meantime, we will go through scheduling and organization, minimalism and structure. But the biggest share is weekly prep. This is where everything changes. The weekly prep is simple. You sit down, you plan, and then you execute. It could be your Friday night fun during COVID, or it could be something that your whole family does together. It's simple. It really doesn't take that long. A couple of hours first thing in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday, and you're ready for the whole week. You can incorporate your freezer meals, your regular meals, your grab-and-go lunches. I'm giving you the structure, but the system is really up to you. I personally like to involve my kids. My prep either happens on a Saturday or on a Sunday, depending on which one is free, and first thing in the morning. And let me tell you, my week would be chaotic without it. I like to cook, I guess. I have some pretty beautiful meals I can make on a pinch. But really, I'm a master bulk meal maker. I am hardcore. My biggest round of meals was 107 meals in a weekend, 37 different kinds. When I say I know bulk mealing, when I say that I know, I mean it. I like the ability to just pull what I need from the freezer and prep it on my weekly prep day. So the first step, number one, plan ahead. I sit down on my coffee break on a Thursday typically, or while I'm watching a movie or a show with my hubs, and I make a plan. A lunch layout for the week, side dishes, meals for every evening, snacks that are needed, and I add it all to a grocery list. I typically limit my grocery list to only what's necessary for making each meal, but I make sure that I have all the ingredients ready and that I have side dishes to go with it. But if I was just starting out and I was starting with a simple plan, this is what I would do. Say Monday is lasagna. To plan for Monday, I would pick up noodles and sauce, ground beef and vegetables. I would maybe plan a salad or like another side dish to go with it. Do you want to make those ingredients really work for you in like a cold shut-in weekend in the middle of Canada? Make 5 lasagnas while you're going through the effort. Freeze a couple of them. You know you're going to use them. Or do you have a busy weekend? Are you stretched for time as it is? Are you worried about prepping for the week ahead? Just pick up a lasagna. Those ones are really good too. I want you to be able to know and see how to adjust the weekly prep to meet your schedule. Adjust it to what you need when you need it, so that it can flex and help your family consistently. The key is not what you make, whether you make it from scratch or you buy it. It is being prepared, getting it ready to go, and feeling successful. Next, shop your home for the ingredients first. I see that I already have the noodles and the cheese, the sauce, and the vegetables. I do need ground beef. Ground beef is all you need to add to your grocery list then. See? There you go. You just saved a bunch of money not trying to gather up all of the ingredients when you had them already. Next, number 2, plan the weekly meals. Plan these weekly meals with ease, flavor, and nutrition in mind. Like ingredients helps too. For example, if you're buying that ground beef at Costco, it's cheaper to get it in bulk. The thing is, you're getting the beef anyways. You might as well make tacos or beef stroganoff in the ground form, something else that uses that ground beef up. Maybe while you're shopping your home and your ingredients, you find you only need 1, 2, 3 more ingredients to make those meals as well. Now how much have you saved? You've got 5 things on your grocery list and 2 to 3 meals for the week covered. This is just an example, but you can adapt this system. It's your weekly prep. It's your meals that you're making. You can do it with any diet type, any restriction, any paleo or vegan. It's all available. Now, I personally get sick of back-to-back flavor. I know other people that refuse to eat leftovers. You're gonna wanna keep that in mind. So what do? I alternate. If Monday's Italian, Tuesday's Mexican. Wednesday in particular is an exceptionally fast-paced day in our home, so typically I'll serve a soup with a bun or a salad and some sides of fruit. It doesn't have to be complicated. You just gotta get the people fed. Then Thursday maybe I serve chicken, and Friday is typically vegetarian for us. Now Saturday is typically a wild card for us. My husband in the summer months, he loves to barbecue. So many times on Saturdays, we'll take the kids, we'll go for a bike ride to the grocery store, we'll pick up something fresh for the grill. Other times we'll book an outing or supper out with friends. And can we just take a second to give sandwiches a wink? Let's be real. Sandwiches can be good and sandwiches can be a real meal. There's dozens of different kinds that you can serve and then get on with your day. They have come a long, long way from that sweaty bologna in between 2 pieces of butter bread with a little swirl of mustard. I know you know there was a reason why I was forgetting my lunch. And remember, meals don't have to be large. For our family, I know it's growing, so there'll be a day when a lasagna barely feeds us. But in this stage, a lasagna can be 2 meals. I know it seems weird, right? But I don't rely just on the main dish. I rely on side dishes. Cut up veggies, salads, cut up fruits. This is the main, and this is the variety that you bring to the table. That same lasagna, it's joined by a little platter of fruit that the kids and the hubs can pick at while they are waiting for supper to be ready, as well as maybe a salad or garlic bread. There's so many options. So stagger the meals so that they have different flavors and incorporate lots of variety, lots and lots of variety. And I should really mention, if you are doing your prep for the week, your weekly meal prep, if you're doing it on a Saturday or a Sunday morning, you're gonna need to plan for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday's meals to be able to be cooked up, prepped up, and then put back in the freezer so that they keep fresh. Next, we move on to weekly lunches. Now, I'm easy when it comes to lunches. Now, I'm not easy, but I can eat the same thing for 5 days straight. The key is having a lot of variety. So again, you're back to the small portion of maybe the main with a whole bunch of different little sides. Maybe there's 5 kinds of fruit. Maybe there's a granola bar. Maybe there's a cheese stick. Like whatever it is, to give yourself a little bit of variety, it helps things not just have one flavor. So for me, if I make like a seasoned rice and a seasoned chicken topped with some steamed vegetables, I mix that all up, and then I have a couple sides of like fruit or maybe like a carb, like a granola or something. That's good for me. That's what I can handle for the whole week. So I make up 4 or 5 containers of it, quick grab and go, and I'm ready for the week. My daughter is the same, and she has decided now that she wants a definite say in what her daily lunches look like. So she makes them herself. The prep is done. There's never a rush in the morning to get things going. So this week she took like half of a cheese bagel that had like turkey and cheese in it, some cut up cucumbers, some carrots, some grapes, and an orange. And then she took a granola bar for a snack. What's wrong with that? You can prep that first thing on the weekend and have it ready to go day after day as a grab and go meal. But again, the same deal. We planned out what she wanted to make on like a Thursday. We added it to the grocery list. We made sure that we shopped our own ingredients first, and then we were all set and ready to go. I personally love that she's engaged in this and that she's taking responsibility for it and that she's learning what to do. She's actually learning about nutrition. I can make some slight corrections if needed. It's great. And I just know as a mama that if something goes wrong for her, or that she's overwhelmed when she's an adult, or she has a first baby and she's going back to work, she knows what to do. I've prepped her. She knows how to cut time so that she can cheat and get everything done ahead of time, and things run much more smoothly for her. And my husband, well, he generally takes leftovers. In fact, he's like that person that's sneaking them into the container. Like we're not even done eating, but he's like making his lunch from what's left. I like to think of him as like the swiper. Anyone who has watched too much Dora in their life knows exactly what I am talking about. Another girlfriend of mine, she makes meals for 6. She takes a totally different approach to this. And that's the thing. This system, it needs to work for you. So whatever changes you make, that's changes that you will adapt and adjust and make based on time and how things work in your home. So for her, she makes a meal for 6 people, even though her family is 4. That way, her husband and her always have lunch for the next day. Next, my advice is to make breakfast super simple. Plan it out on your grocery list. Make sure that you have it itemized there as something for breakfast. For example, in our household, it is wicked simple. My husband takes care of it while I get upstairs and get ready. I get the kids ready for school, their bags packed, their hair done, their teeth brushed and dressed. But he takes care of breakfast. And it's simple. It's like a cereal, it's a muffin, it's a toast. It's a time that they can just have oatmeal or granola, something simple. I know people that make it a little bit more complicated. They have like, scrambled eggs and bacon and whatever, but be honest, those meals are for the weekend. If you've got a tight schedule and you're busy enough already, making a 10-course breakfast is not going to help you. So if you're looking to cheat time, big breakfasts, those are for the weekends. We're now at number 5 if you're counting, and that's the week's outfits. So if you have a uniform, good for you. That's amazing. Just go ahead and put a big check mark on that off your list. But for the rest of us, we have to almost make a uniform. So you're gonna pick out your top, some coordinating pants or skirt, like undergarments that are gonna go through all of this. You're gonna want to have your accessories ready and everything set out and ready to go. There's a couple of ways that you can do it. I have a hanging organizer, like a fabric hanging organizer in my closet, and I just plug in each outfit for each day. It works for me. Some people might be able to like empty a drawer out and put them in a drawer. Some might be able to just stack them on top of a dresser or in somewhere that's like on a shelf, not super conspicuous, right? So Whatever you choose to do, just plan ahead for the week for your outfits so that you're not standing in front of the closet for an hour going, what am I gonna wear? Because you are tired in the morning. You are tired in the morning, you're distracted, you're busy, you have a ton of things on your mind. So make those things a no-brainer. Just grab the outfit for Monday and put it on Monday. You can do the same things for your kids. So for my daughter, she likes to have a little bit more input in that. She does it for herself. She fills her cubby. She's got the same fabric hanger in her closet, and she just plugs in her outfits. I just go and double check. I make sure that it's appropriate for weather and for school and for the activity that she's doing. And then after that, if I need to make a correction, it's a really less stress, really good time to do that. So sometimes I'll bring Tay back and I'll chat with her about it. Like, oh, hun, these pants are a little wild to go with this shirt. Could we maybe plug these pants in on Thursday that match the shirt better? Put these pants with this. I do the same thing for my son and my hubs. He's on his own. Number 6, I move on to all the school bags, the daycare bags, and the work bags. It's amazing what you can find in there from just one day before, a whole week of things just being plugged in. I found a pair of wet socks. Ugh, I can still smell them, but I found a pair of wet socks down deep at the bottom of my son's bag. They had only been there a day. They were still down, but oh, that smell. It could have gotten so much worse. You're gonna wanna make sure that they're repacked with the library books that need to go back, that the homework is done and identified, that the sheets that you need to sign are all in there and ready to go. You may wanna, like in COVID, unpack the dirty mask bag, pack the clean bag again, restock things like hand sanitizer and other supplies. Then comes number 7, the activity bags. One way that I cheat is I have an activity bag for each activity. I don't empty it out and put the next activity in. It's one separate bag for each thing. So for the dance bag, we've got the dance shoes, we've got the dance outfit, we've got a water bottle and a granola bar. I want to make sure that they continue to be stocked. I do the same thing for soccer, the same thing for guitar, and so on and so on. And don't forget that Mama Go bag. If you're a mama, you're gonna want to pack that bag. Mine is a huge bag and I am never letting it go. It doesn't have to hold the diapers anymore. It can hold things like snacks to extend your errands, or maybe it has your agenda in it so you can do some planning while you're waiting for your child's activity to be done. There's so many things that can happen on the go, on the fly, and they're all with you. Next in your weekly prep is number 8. You're gonna wanna set a time to deal with emails and all like electronic to-dos, right? So maybe you had to get back to someone, maybe you're responding to texts, maybe you're responding to emails and phone calls, but it's a way to kind of compartmentalize all the to-dos that are electronic. Number 9 is scheduling a calendar or an agenda. It's really simple. You just review what's coming up in the week. You make sure you star all the activities that are on and all the events that are coming up. The birthdays, don't forget the birthdays. I'm always forgetting the birthdays. But it's important that you review the week that's upcoming. So if there is a birthday, did you send a card yet? You could put that on your to-do list for the weekly prep. Is there a soccer game that you need to get soccer socks for? Is there a potluck that's coming up that you need to get meatballs for? I don't know. It's whatever is on your list, but make sure that you are noting the events, the times, if there's any conflicts, and just have a general review of what's coming up for that week. Lastly is number 10, payments and bills. I know lots of people say pay them as they come in, and honestly a lot of mine are like automatic withdrawal anyway, but there are payments that have to happen every month or every couple of weeks that come out, and you want to make sure that you're at least checking in with your accounts every week. Checking in with them once a week will help you budget and help you plan better. In my house on prep day, I get up early. Let's be honest, Sunny is like a 5:30 kid, so I'm always up early, but on prep day, it starts early. On prep day, while he's snuggling up beside me, I'm making sure that I'm going over my meals. I'm going over the suppers that I'm making, all the side dishes I'm making, the lunches that I'm making. I already have the groceries, but I need to take an accounting of what I'm prepping and how I'm prepping it. It creates an easy structure that you can just like highlight or stroke off, whichever is your preference. Then, after snuggle time, I go through my weekly schedule. I write down everything that needs to be done, all the chores, all the plans, all the events, the whole works. For the chores, I include the regular ones that I have set up for certain days, but I also note pickups, activities, to-dos. From there, I do my meals, then I do the weekly clothes. I check those bags for school, daycare, and work. Then I move on to the activity bags. I do the scheduling, I do the online stuff, I do bills and payments. So that's it. You've been introduced to weekly prep. I wish you luck in your first one. Write down the steps, go through the flow. It'll get easier as you do it, but I'm telling you, it is going to eliminate 9 times the work. When you have a meal planned already for Monday and you have it prepped and sitting in the fridge, guess what? Guess what you're doing for dishes Monday night? You're doing the dish it's in, you're doing the dishes that you ate off of or ate with. The end. Those are the dishes, people. That alone will save you gallons of time. They say it takes a village, people, and baby, we're making it. And on a side note, I am just so grateful for all the people that just keep coming back and back over and over again. Send these videos to your friends. Get them involved, build a little village, build a little network of your own, and let's get to it. In the comments below, I would love it if you put a little bit about yourself, just a little bit of how you're doing and how things are flowing for you. And until next time, welcome to my Thrival Guide. We'll see you soon.